Hello, a very good afternoon and welcome back to Veysonnaz here in Switzerland for another stage of the World Paralpine Skiing World Cup. It's Giant Slalom day today, first of a few, and we saw some fantastic skiing in the first runs this morning. A couple of shocks and upsets along the way as well. It's going to make for a really interesting afternoon skiing. We're delighted you could be here with us. Let's take a little look back at what went down on the slopes this morning. So some fantastic skis. Shout out to Tori Pendergast, Andrea Rotfuss, potentially looking to upset the apple carts in their respective categories. Theo Gamur back on top as well in the men's standing. Some fantastic battles in the men's sitting, and the men's VI is very close as well. Really looking forward to this one. Should be some fantastic skiing on the way for you. Do stay with us and do use the hashtags Paralpine as well to keep in touch with us using all the regular social channels. We are at Paralpine on Twitter, Instagram and on Facebook as well. That's enough from me though. You'll see me down here a few times during this afternoon's session as we catch up with the winners. But to find out who they're going to be, it's time to hand over to our race commentator, Alan March.
Thank you very much. Stephen Jameson down there at the finish line. As he says, he will try and bring us an interview with every single winner we have here on the first day of Giant Slalom. It's our third day of competition here in Switzerland. The World Paralpine Skiing World Cup. Indeed, I am Alan March. I've been with you for the last 2 seasons worth of World Cups, the last 2 World Championships, and I'm going nowhere. We're going to stay here all the way through to the end of the World Cup season. Hashtag Paralpine is the hashtag you need if you want to get in touch on social media. Here we are in Veysonnaz. It's beautiful. It really is. Just a light sprinkling of snow overnight, nothing too serious. Of course, just took a little bit of extra maintenance this afternoon, which has led to the slightly changed start time. We were originally scheduled for 1 o'clock. That was moved to 1:30. Now we find ourselves at the 1:55, which means we're not far away at all. The air temperature is leveled out, 0 degrees. Course length of 1,184 metres. The athletes have now got to test themselves against 39 gates as they make their way to the finish line. Just a 300-metre vertical drop. They'll be backed up by the sunshine. Can they back that up with a medal of their own? 6 categories as always, women's and men's. VI standing and sitting in both. And as always, we'll get started with the women's Vision-Impaired category. Just Melissa Perrine to race today. Mena Fitzpatrick and Jen Keogh deciding to take a bit of a break. Melissa Perrine, short finish to yesterday's activities, crashing out in the Super G. The Australian pairing of Perrine and guide Bobby Kelly. There they are. Deep in concentration. Melissa Perrine, she's got that course set in her mind. Equally important, Bobby Kelly has it as well. Bobby's job to feed the instructions and show the line that Melissa Perrine should follow. If you're not too familiar with Melissa Perrine, this is not going to be a slow meander down the mountain just to make sure she gets the World Cup points. These two will push each other. Just not Mel Perrine's character. So women's VI will be short but sweet. And Perrine is away. 30-year-old, very experienced competitor. Hear the ambient microphones set around the course. You might pick up the instructions given by Bobby. Using the microphones in the helmets. Went 105.55 this morning. Again, sometimes just as hard to race against yourself and the clock as it is somebody else's preset time. Keeping your own inspiration up, your own determination. Perrine into the final section with this right-hander then. Towards the line they come. Not as quick as this morning, but a combined time of 2:16.54. And as expected, Mel Perrine will have had harder days at work. She will have to go over and speak to Stephen Jameson. I sometimes wonder which one's harder, skiing down a mountain or having a chat with Stephen at the bottom. But Mel Perrine is the winner. Her and Bobby will be going over to the leader box for a brief moment. 2:16.54 for the athletes with a factored time of 89.98. The women's VI a little short on participants. But Mel Perrine completing her 2 runs and does indeed take top spot on day 1 of the Giant Slalom. Communicate with the cameraman and Stephen down at the bottom. We'll hopefully bring you that chat in just a moment. These are some of the guys that are out on the course from the very moment they can in the morning to get it all ready until very late in the day. Let's go back downstairs. We can indeed speak to Stephen. He's at the finish line.
Yeah, thank you very much. Joined down at the bottom here by Mel and Bobby. Guys, a bit of a strange circumstance today, I know. What's your reaction from your 2 skis today?
Yeah, like you said, it's a bit of a strange circumstance being the only VIs out here today. But, yeah, we just went out and tried to do what we always do, is just put together some solid skiing. Kind of just tried to feel out the course a little bit, get a bit of a bit of a feel for the hill, and hope to come back and race it competitively with Jen and Men tomorrow.
Yeah, I know you guys are really competitive. I think it's an Aussie thing, but you guys are so competitive. I know that absence of competition just means that you're you're even more excited for tomorrow when Menna and Jen come back.
Most definitely, yeah. We're a bit of a sucker. We're very competitive people, but it's friendly competition. We love to see them do well, and we just want to get out there and ski against the best, and they're one of the best.
Do you think it's beneficial for you guys to get out there today on the GS course and get a bit of a taste for the hill, and it gives you a little bit of confidence heading into tomorrow?
Definitely, yeah. I always like to get a really good feel for the hill. Being a VI, that's how we see. So I got a really good look at, well, so to speak, at the hill today, and it was good fun, and it's a great course, great hill, good snow. Yeah,
it seems to be the conditions are a bit of an issue before the start of the second round. How did you guys find them? Was it okay?
Oh yeah, the course workers and all the staff and the coaches did an excellent job to get a good surface back up there, so it's going to be a good race.
Lovely to hear from you guys. Congratulations on a gold medal, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Alan, it's back to you.
I said to you at the beginning of their run, didn't I? They'll still enjoy themselves. They'll still go out and challenge themselves, and they'll be back tomorrow with a little competition, I'm sure, from Menna and Jen. Just taking a bit of a breather. So, standing up next, Rothfuss leads the way. You don't expect me to say Marie Bochet is second very often, but it is what's happening. And we'll start the women's standing here at the World Para-Alpine Skiing World Cup in a matter of seconds with Spain's Ursula Marimon, who loves to scream as she comes out of the start gate. Pent up energy, ready to go. And a big release. Marimon, again, one of our single leg skiers. The standing event, the playing field is levelled out by those factored times, as it is with the VI and as it is with the sitting as well. Each person's impairment has a different classification. Factored times are added based on those results. Stringent tests from the IPC classifiers, as it would be in any sport, be swimming or powerlifting, shooting, for instance. Good to see the world of shooting para introducing the VI category under their wing. Used to be controlled by the organisation IPSA, but my understanding is that they'll get to take their bow at a world shooting para event in Germany in May, as Marimon crosses the line here in Switzerland. 2:32.38. Amy Hondo. I think Amy would have been slightly annoyed at 1:06.84 this morning. She's 9.52 seconds up on Marimon already. She's only 7 seconds quicker in the morning, so already Hondo come out the gate going for it. So spectators gathering at the sides of the course at the moment. Whether they be holiday makers or people that did know the competition was happening. Cheers for these para-athletes. So 2:32.38. That's much better. Much better from Hondo. Stretching that gap to 15.
Now we have the swing.
Hondo's second run.
Number 5.
1:10. Combined of 2:16.94. Vinja Schmidt was in front of Amy Hondo. We'll be hoping to finish that way as well. He is ahead, 1.91. Maintain the speed and the line to keep her in front. 2-year-old. Moving well. Combined time for Hondo, 2:16.94. She will get across in front, so Schmidt goes back above Hondo. One mistake and Schmidt will have herself a podium finish. Ana Maria Rida, the youngster, picking up experience. Still just 18. Big lover of the beach outside of the winter season. So she enjoys being in the snow, but often can't wait for it to be summertime as well. 65 inside Ami Hondo. Staying clean now through the rest of this run will allow her a top 3 finish. Ana Maria, 6th place at the Paralympics at the Giant Slalom. Working her way into the final stages then. Drop down towards the finish, looking for as much speed as she can through those final 2 gates. And she does indeed finish inside Vinja Schmidt, 2:14.02. Marie Bochet isn't often she starts a second run in second. This is a lady that likes to lead from the front, likes to attack from the very off. Has found herself behind Andrea Rothfuss. Rothfuss has been a thorn for Bochet before, but certainly in the last 12 months or so, Bochet has had the best of it, winning all 3 of the Super G races. As the 24-year-old French lady got enough. 5.34 inside Ana Maria Rida, was to be expected. Has a long glance back up the hill. She won't see this lady, but she will be following the time and waiting in the leader box to see if Andrea Rothfuss can displace the great Bochet. Was 1:02.08. Fraction in front of Bochet, and she's behind. Rothfuss needs to find something big in the latter stages. Or has Marie Bochet put in another outstanding performance to hold off the rest? Good speed being shown by Rothfuss. Doesn't appear to be slowing. 2:07.20. It's going to be real tight. You know, it's outside by 0.28. Rothfuss did make time up at the bottom. It's second. Well, she's happy with the run itself, but it is so hard to stop this lady from winning. And Marie Bochet embraces Rothfuss at the finish. We'll get a chat with Marie in a matter of moments, but it is the great Bochet that takes it again. 207.20. Andrea Rothfuss finishing in second on 207.48. Anna Maria Reida means it's Germany 2 and 3 here in the standing. And the Giant Slalom in Switzerland's Binja Schmidt comes in fourth. You see, Bochet was already adding time between herself and the third placed in the end German, but we're going to go down and speak to our race winner. She was with Stephen Jameson.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alan. Well, that was close, wasn't it? As someone who felt every single hundredth of a second there, Marie Bochet. I saw you down here. You were very nervous as Andrea came down. How do you feel to win the gold?
Oh, it's close today, but it's cool. I think I learned a lot in this day, in this difficult day. I'm always scared in this condition with bold and soft snow, and I don't try to take my confidence. So I work on that, and today was a very good exercise for me, and I'm happy with the win, finally, but it was not easy, and I'm happy with that too, because it shows that it's never easy. I don't win every time, and I think it was very important for me and for all others to show that, and I'm very happy with today because I learned a lot. Sorry.
Yeah, of course, and we've seen you. I know you've been working really, really hard this week, but in terms of time, no one's really come that close to you. So for you, is it better to have someone right behind you? Does that make you ski quicker, do you think?
Yeah, I need to find someone more in myself. I think it was very important to have days like that, because you learn more that when you win easily. So I'm right with that, and I hope I do the same thing for the next day. No, I want you to take my confidence on this slope too. So we will see the next day, but I learned a lot today.
Congratulations on a fantastic win. Ladies and gentlemen, Marie Bochet. Alan, it's back to you.
So Marie Bochet enjoying the competition. Deep down, she'll be happy to have won. Outwardly saying that competition is good. Competition here is good. Stevens, Annalena Forster, Momoka Muraoka, all of those have Paralympic gold medals. The lady that leads is Tori Pendergast. She's caused a bit of surprise this morning. Can the Australian hold out to do an Aussie double here in Switzerland? I'm sure there's plenty of Aussies watching on, maybe back at home, but right around the globe. Get well soon to Mitch Corley, of course. Big injury during the World Champs penultimate day. It won't just be a big loss for himself out there on the slopes, it'll be a big loss for his team as well. He's been around a few variations of a squad. Just consistent. It's good to be able to call upon a world champion for advice, but the way he's gone here in the women's sitting, then Laurie Stevens is fourth. But this was pretty tight. Stevens' time 107.43. The top time 105.67. Too much in this. One big mistake from anyone could really shuffle us up the pack. Again, those mono skis, their bucket seats attached to the single ski, using the shocks to cope with the terrain. Stevens taking on the challenge first. With more skis, get quite a high level of DNFs, has to be said, because of the skill level altogether. So here comes Stevens. Getting across the line means she has the biggest advantage of them all so far because she is down. 2:19.73. 3 to go. One big mistake and Stevens can find herself in a podium position for the sitting event. Takes a breath and gets herself settled. Annalena Forster. 23-year-old. Slalom gold. Giant Slalom 6th position finish. Wasn't her day out there in Korea that day. Take the gold in the super combined as well. Contests with Anna Schachelhuber. Forster has to chase down Stevens. Currently in 3rd, Muraoka and Pendergast quicker in the opening stages. That's good. 2.32 from Annalena Forster means she now holds the advantage. 2 to come. Okay. 21. Started life as a para-athlete in athletics. A little bit perplexed by results. Gave Alpine a go and she's now a Paralympic champion, so you'd say that was a heck of a good decision, wouldn't you? 1.59 is her lead at the interval. Intermediate timing on the right hand side. In green means you are inside the person before you. Okay. Those outriggers to offer a little support and a little guidance around the turns. 2:17.41 is very achievable here. That's a very quick run from Muraoka. She's finished 3.23 seconds up. Well, considering there was only 0.3 the difference between Muraoka and Forster before the second run, that would suggest that is one heck of a performance. Now then, Tori Pendergast. Maybe a little surprise this morning. She's ever improving. Miss Pendergast, the team really enjoy her company around the slopes as well as on it. 0.21 is the difference, which means in theory she has dropped time. Can she find the sort of speed that Muraoka has in her second half? Pendergast desperately trying to find the right line and keep on it. Find that extra bit of speed she's going to need here coming into the very final throws of this one. She'll be able to see the finish line from here. Got to get back in. She was really wide, and again, that might be too costly. It is. Oh, it's second for Pendergast. It's a great run from Muraoka. It really is. But it's second for Tori Pendergast. It's a place on the podium. But it's victory for Japan's Momoka Muraoka. Well, again, Pendergast catching her breath. Stevens settling for 4. Annalena Forster. It's been shown a good field today, hasn't she? Pendergast and Muraoka in front of the Paralympic double champion. Australian will be happy with second, but maybe slightly disappointed not to have been closer to Japanese athlete in the end. This was very impressive. She was already 1.59 up on Forster coming into the second half of the run. And to finish as strongly as she did, she really picked off the right lines. And we'll be hearing very shortly from the race winner. She is down, she's smiling, she's the winner. She's with Stephen Jameson.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alan. A dramatic finish here in the sit skiing. Momoka Moroka, congratulations. How do you feel?
Thank you. So my first run is not so good, so I'm very scary. So but second run is very hard turn and quickly. So I got it.
Did it feel to you as you were going down that you were going very, very quickly? Did you know it was a great run?
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you know as you came down?
Yeah. なんだろう。
Did you think it was quick as you came down the slope?
Yes. So very quickly and the first position is start and first position. So very fast, better than more than first run. So very hard.
Very hard work, but you made it work. Another gold medal. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alan, it's back to you.
Oka, happy with her performance. The men's VI category getting ready in the background, but we can take another look at the very quick run that has just taken the women's sit ski giant slalom here on day number 3 in Switzerland. Kevin Burton goes in 6th position. Neil Simpson of Great Britain just after that. De La Place, Savard, Kobatska and Horeus all to come. The two Slovakians, not a great deal between them, but Horeus has what you would describe as a good advantage going into the second run. It's just whose impairment copes with the course better from this point on. Concentration on the face of Kevin Burton. Kurt Grimmelman, his new guide for the season, did all right at the World Championships. They were ever present and pushed hard. If you want the extra content away from the live stream, then at Para-Alpine, as that flag there a moment ago suggested, that is where you need to be. At Para-Alpine on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Behind Burton is Neil and Andrew Simpson, the brothers from Scotland. Burton just been told less than 60 seconds before he's able to go. Let's hope that's right. There's a brief delay there. Good woman. Again, these two will be focused on the course. They get to go down prior to competition. They'll plan their route along with the coaching staff as well. And these two just be holding their nerve and hoping for a nice quick run without issue. Early moments for Thomas Savard and Hyacinth de la Place. Those are the athletes in 4th and 3rd, behind the two Slovakians, but Savard really quick in recent weeks, both at the World Championships and now here again at the World Cup. He's certainly demonstrating an aptitude for the sport. 17-year-old. 17-year-olds take part in this spurt, so you can also expect athletes of the older generations as well. Kevin Burton is twice the age of Simpson and Savard. Maybe 6-year-old from Denver. Up to the games with Brandon Ashby. Chris Tatsuno ruled out with an Achilles tendon. Served in the US Navy as a linguist. And he and Kurt Grummelman are across the line in this second run then. 2:08.47. They are the brothers Simpson. Neil has his brother as his guide, Andrew. Always the case. Appeared in Zagreb in the early parts of the World Championships. A different guide due to Andrew Simpson's university. It's not the right time for him, unfortunately, to take away from his academic studies. Tell you what, you see a few of these pairings, husband and wife, brother and sister. Can't trust a family member. Then who else can you? Simpson is inside Kevin Burton's time, so 2:07.99. He's a man that's turned his attention from para-athletics to para-alpine in recent times. Vincent de la Place. A big gap between them. De la Place and Maxime Jourdain. He's inside Simpson's time, by not by much though, 0.5. Former athletics competitor, 400-meter specialist. Is he going to be inside Simpson's time at the bottom? Going to be close. He is though. He opened it up towards the bottom end, didn't he? 1.77 for De La Place.
2:06.22, c'est le premier, on félicite.
One mistake now and he will get himself cup podium position. Doing well so far in this section of the World Cup. Thomas Savard. Simpson 16, Savard just 17. And the brother of Enzo, who competed in para skiing at junior level in France, and Thomas has taken it to the next level. And he put a gap in front of his compatriot. Does he have a chance of splitting up, if not going above both of the Slovakians? He's certainly a brave performer. Again, guide some distance away from him, but across he comes. He's put 1.4 in front of De La Place. That's at least third, and he knows it. Savard overjoyed.
Yes! Woo!
Exceptionally happy with that performance then. Savard. Go from an athlete who is a B3, so has the highest levels of vision available within the classification, to an athlete that is a B1 classified athlete. So the goggles here for Marek Kubacka completely blacked out, no vision whatsoever. So he is following those instructions from Maria Zatovikova. This is all about what she says, when she says it, and how she says it for Marek Kubacka. He's 0.22 behind Savard. Really a good run this morning. He's got a World Championship gold to his name now, after almost 20 years of striving to ski with no sight. He finally found the pairing that works. 4 or 5 years together now. Really does have the trust levels that he wants to have. Enough to win a world gold. But here, he's gone behind the 17-year-old. Kubacka's back to time much less than Savard, 61.27. Bottom right of your screen. Has he managed to find that 0.22? 204. He's done really well at the bottom half here. What a good run that is at the bottom half. 201.57. Over to you, Miroslav Haraeus. Good, strong performance at the bottom from Zatovikova and Kubacka, sorry. Now it's Miroslav Haraeus.
Congratulations, Kubacka.
He and Maros Hudik have been together a while now as well. Again, different styles. Two. Very crouched down. Zatovikova as a guide is very stood up in her stance. These two, more recognisable racing posture. And already 2.78 seconds to the good. He went 58.33 this morning. He was only a second and a half up. He's now nearly 3. One mistake can end that. At the moment, Haraeus and Hudik not looking like putting a ski wrong, are they? And going very, very quickly at the same time. Final few gates then. Shouldn't be an issue from here. And he's inside 2 minutes as well. Great performance from Haraeus. He takes the World Cup title again. And it's another victory for Haraeus, which means it's 4 out of 4. He and Boucher continuing their very good run. Kevin Burton finishes down in 6th position. Neil Simpson in 5th. 4th belongs to De La Place. Savard in 3rd. He was delighted with the podium finish. Kubacka in 2nd. And then Miroslav Haraeus with a very good run. The only athlete to finish inside 2 minutes. And Hudik and Haraeus really do find the line to give them the optimum speed. You see as they come in towards this finish here, they've amassed enough of a lead not to worry, but never did they take the foot off the gas. This pairing, Hudik the first to look across, he'll be relaying the time as he looks at it. And it'll be a delight to the ears of Haraeus. And he is going to have a chat with Stephen Jameson down at the finish line now. try and go back to those guys again in a second.
Yeah, thank you very much, John. Down at the bottom here with Miroslav Harris and Maria. Miroslav, congratulations. You seem to love this slope in Veysonnaz. Another gold medal. How do you feel?
Tak cítim sa tak, že môj výkon asi teraz som na tom asi najlepšie. Škoda, že mi to tak nevychádzalo na majstrovstvách sveta, ale som veľmi šťastný, že dnes sa mi zase podarilo zvíťaziť a je to prvé miesto, tak super, som veľmi šťastný.
So I feel very good now, and it's a shame that I didn't have this feeling on World Champs, but I'm very happy that I won 4th gold medal, so it's very good.
And how good is it to have the likes of Maria and Marek just before you, making you push all the way, go quicker and quicker? It's a very high level of competition. How good is that to have with you to ski?
Že ako to vnímaš, že sme vyšli pre tebou my dvaja, že máš si taký, akože na teba kvázi nejaký taký tlak vyvíjaný zo štartu?
Tak určite, keď startujete po prvom kole prvý, je tam trošku tlak, ale ja som vedel, že táto trať je dobre pripravená a že sa mi darí na tieto trati a veril som si a išiel som za víťazstvom.
Yeah, well, it's always hard to be first after first run and then start the last one, but the course was prepared very good, very perfect, so everything was very fine, so I'm very happy.
Well, Miroslav, congratulations on another medal. Maria, thank you very much. Alan, it's back to you.
So like Marie Bochet, he keeps his 100% record here in Veysonnaz going. Jules Segers of France was a brand new name on all of us this morning. He has to go first this time around. That's how it works. But look at the last two names on this list. That's enough to whet the appetite. Theo Rimeur and Arthur Bauchet. We start with a Frenchman. Will we end with a French victory? It's either France or Switzerland, you feel. Maybe, just maybe. Marcus Salka has something to say about that. Jules Segers is on the course now, though. Just 16. Would have been thrilled not only to get the opportunity to be part of the French team. He said that that was his ambition, to get onto the World Cup circuit to start with and see where it goes from there. It's going, and he completed his first ever run as well, so another bonus for him. It's funny, you do get some 16-year-olds, they just burst onto the scene. People like Arthur Bauchet. Others, it just takes time. Certainly, Jules Segers, having completed the first run, will want to get an official result on the board. That'll be the aim, and his aim is true. 2:09.34, the first time of asking, no DNFs. He's got himself two finishes in the Giant Slalom, and he'll learn what to do when he finishes the race eventually. Kohei Takahashi. Opportunity to compete in Pyeongchang last year. And another that is just picking up experience as he goes along. Protective gear on his right hand and right wrist, and able to use a ski pole, so he's protective wear to help him just brush aside the gates where needed. He's inside the time for Segers. Hashi doing well. Demonstrate the speed that you are used to with Gamur and Bauchet, but he's tucked himself in nicely and got across the line. 2:06.81, he's some 2.53 seconds quicker than Jules Segers.
Congratulations!
Davide Bendotti. Inspiration from British footballer David Beckham. Legend. Enjoyed his time as a para swimmer as well at on a high level. To one Olympic Games, he says now his aim is to just keep going and make it to the next one. Maybe start picking up better results as well. Two World Championships. Walker. Single leg skier. Corley comes into the final 3 gates to the right. That's the last one. And he is in front of Takahashi. 2.08 the difference.
Sei il primo. Perfetto. 2.04.73 tempo da battere. Dotti dall'Italia.
First of 3 Austrians now. Here's Nico Prijancic.
Primo della gara fino adesso. Und jetzt haben wir einen Österreicher, Nico Prijancic.
21 years old. Wasnitz, Austria. Gruber. Well, a friend of Oltalakna, who won gold in Alpine skiing in the 2006 Winter Games in Turin. He got started from there. Without his right forearm. Prijancic going to be inside Bendotti, running to form at the moment. Nico Prijancic, 2:02.23. They're all leapfrogging each other at the moment. This is Hiraku Misawa. This worker is at his day job. These athletes are far away from being full-time. It's a hard balance. Oh, and Misawa loses his balance. Out he goes. So tough for the single-leg skiers. Once you lose the edge, you are down and out, and that's exactly what happens to Misawa here. He's just trying to come in on the right side, doesn't get the line right. Away goes the right ski, and out goes Misawa. First DNF of the second run. So, Nico, stay where you are, my friend. Maybe his compatriot, Christoph Schneider, will overtake him. Misawa just having a think about it. 31-year-old goes out of the standing competition. So Christoph Bernhard Schneider. Six. To get some momentum going as he enters a sort of flattish section of this course. Starts to drop about now. 27.88, the intermediate. He's inside. It's an Austrian 1-2 at the moment. Working really hard. You see the feet going. Schneider getting down low for these turns. Impairment not from birth, it's acquired later on. He is in front, 1.24 from Christoph Bernhard Schneider.
Congratulations pour Snyder.
Austrian leads on the Austrian.
Snyder.
Thomas Walsh.
Walsh. Time to be 2:99.
There's a lot of potential in Thomas Walsh. He knows the only person that can unlock all of it is himself. Enjoyed his time on the World Cup circuit earlier on in the season with Spencer Wood. Walsh enjoying his time here, 0.95 up. Energetically moving to the gates. Number of obstacles disappearing very fast for Walsh. How much speed has he got coming into the final section of the course? A left and a right, and then it's tuck-in time. He's ahead, 1:59.10. He's the first athlete inside 2 minutes.
Congratulations to him. Oh!
Run from Walsh, 1:01.31. Nearly 2 seconds quicker. Now Manuel Bordanks. 1-year-old. Quiet impairment. Right leg, you can see, doesn't wear the ski outfit over it. Just 0.18. Oh, and down goes Bordanks. Oh, and he's looking up to the heavens because he knows this would have been one of his best performances to date. He was in 5th position going into this. It means that Walsh can dream. He's just realised that Bordanks is coming to his vision and isn't on the course. So Manuel Bordanks is gone. Let's out a huge cry at the bottom. Just taking a look as he tries to get inside, yet just loses the balance on that prosthetic on the ski and virtually bounces off the gate in the end. Got to go through them. Bordanks can raise a smile. This is Thomas Field. Field well inside. 2.03. 57.13. This is big from Field so far. That's where Bordanks lost out. Field kept that speed up. 1:59 is the challenge. Challenge accepted. 1:57.53. Thomas Field goes top. 3 to come.
Thomas Field.
They don't get much bigger in the standing division than these next 3, though. Thomas Field has a nervy wait. Thomas Walsh goes down to 2nd. Marcus Salka is next. Very experienced 27-year-old, a lover of biking, swimming and squash. He's just an all-round fit guy. Born with hemiplegia. Salka. He's not skiing. He works 6 months of the year in an airport. And he fly himself into top spot. Really working hard, just the strength. He has to find the shake of those legs. 157 is beaten, and it's beaten well by Marcus Salka. 224 means a 155.29. Marcus Salka has felt that. All out of the last day of the World Champs, he felt a niggle. After Boucher won the opening day, hands down. 2 victories in the Super G, only to get beat by Theo Gemert yesterday. They are first and second this time around. 4 French athletes in this one. Bossan and Bordanks have gone out. Sega's learning the ropes. Oh, he's getting a little bit sideways. A scream of disappointment from Boucher. Amidst all the thinking of what comes next, he was conscious enough to shout in anger. How much has that disrupted the rhythm, the pace that Boucher would have wanted? Not only to get a good time, but a time enough to beat somebody he knows is an absolute flyer in Gemert. Well, Boucher will get inside Marcus Salka. Another 2.88 taken off. And as he just drops down on his side, he knows that could have been even quicker. Will it be a costly mistake, or will he be the winner?
Attention, maintenant nous avons Theo Mur.
Theo Gemert. The final. Oh, Gemert struggling early here. Wow. It wasn't a very tricky part of this course at all, and Theo Gemert has now made a mistake as much as Boucher has, so that is a level playing field, if you like. Boucher went through this next section at 1:20.47. This will give us a real good insight. 0.28 is just the difference. Gemert, Paralympic champion. Has he got what he needs at the bottom, which is just inside 0.3 of a second to make up? 22-year-old from Sion, you can see it from up here on the mountain. 1:52, he's lost all sorts of time and balance. Is he going to get there? Oh, 0.14. Boucher takes it. But when you hear Gemert talk about how this is a battle between these two, he's absolutely spot on. Day 1 was Boucher's, day 2 was Gemert's, day 3 is Boucher's. Well, it really is topsy-turvy, the men standing, and they have the ultimate respect for each other. But what a battle that was. Boucher takes it, a tricky course, causing problems for even the best two. But it's Boucher that battles through to take victory in the Giant Slalom standing. Salka will get 3rd position, 1:55.29. Theo Gemert, 1:52.55. And just look at that, 1:52.41. Nothing in it really from Boucher. Gemert, Salka feel in 4th. Thomas Walsh down in 5th position. Manuel Bordanks will be ruining a mistake that means he didn't get to try and challenge for the podium. Well, there's no way that after Boucher he's going to say that it was an easy run, but that's the moment he got across the line. 1:52.41 was good enough. Let's hear from the great Frenchman. He is with Stephen Jameson.
Thank you very much, Alan. Joined by our winner, Arthur Boucher. Arthur, you had to work very, very hard for that. That was close. How did you feel as Theo crossed the finish line and you saw that you were on top?
Yeah, was really, really close. Yeah, I love this slope, really. But yeah, I think Theo was first, and yeah, he took the red line, and I saw 2. So yeah, second, yeah, wow. just yeah, I did a good run with mistake, but a good second run, and yeah, it's amazing.
How I asked the same question to Teo yesterday. What's it like to race against you? For you, what's it like to race against Teo? Because the both of you are so fantastic. It's such a great rivalry on the slope. What's it like?
I like it because yeah, he can be first on the first run, and I can take the lead after the second, or I can be first in the first run, and he took the lead in the second run. He said yesterday that it's a fight between us during the run, and yeah, it's a fight between us. But yeah, today I win the fight. Yesterday was him, so yeah. Let's see you tomorrow and after.
It's fantastic to watch, Arthur. Congratulations once again on another gold medal.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Alan, it's back to you.
Well, it's great to hear them both describe it exactly the same way. It's a battle, it's a war, whichever way you want to say it. Boucher and Guimeur are bouncing the results between them, and the future of the men's standing is very, very bright, especially if those two stay fit and healthy. Youngsters, experienced athletes, surprise names, it's all coming up in the men's sitting event of the Giant Slalom now. Juraj Slivnik, young Slovenian, gets us underway. At the other end, the experienced Christoph Kunz has got himself in between Pedersen and Kampschner. Where are the medals in this one going? 14 sit skiers will go. Only 3 can finish in the podium places. Slivnik gets us going, just 18. Uses the Kranjska Gora slope as a base pretty much. Again, he was very warmly received by the locals during the World Championships held in part in Slovenia and the other part in Italy. Again, Slivnik, like many on the World Cup circuit, just getting experience behind them, putting in the kilometres on the hill. Like any of the athletes in the skiing community, they just want to be out there, they just want to be racing, they just want to go as quick as they can down to the bottom. Slivnik, just a quick rotation of the right arm to try and balance as he gets himself through. We'll get an official time in just a second. This clock didn't look to stop bang as he crossed the line, so we'll try and get that in a moment. This is Oscar Espariagas Suarez. Years old, Achariz. An accident in 2001 on an endurance motorbike. Took up tennis for a while. So gave cycling and swimming a bit of a go, but he then went out and bought his first sit ski. He's been trying to be a regular competitor since then. Through the line he comes, then he's inside Slivnik's time, but just 0.16. Wobble of the head. Slivnik's time in the leader box is brief. Now, Sam Tate, can he find a little inspiration from Tori Pendergast earlier on? Tate
Congratulations, Senor
using those
Pendergast.
outriggers to give himself a little balance, a little push when needed.
Nous avons maintenant Sam Tate from Australia.
It's already 5.68 seconds to the good on Juarez at the intermediate. Digging in the side of that ski. It is an art form to get these things around. He's just lost a lot of momentum in one go there, and that's how quick that can go. 2:17.39, he'll still be well in front of that. 2:09.88, so 7.51 seconds in front of Juarez. Tate is the leader for now. Andrew Kirker didn't have the world champs I'm sure he was hoping for. He's a few mixed results here with Switzerland so far as well. He's a lively character, quite smiley in general. One of those positive folk that sees the best in a situation, so we'll just continue to keep on trying. Kirker is in front of Tate. Olympic champion, really having to try hard there, but that is the end for Andrew Kirker. And stops alongside one of the American coaches, so Sam Tate gets to stay where he is. And we wait for Akira Kano. 22-year-old from Abashiri. Mayer and Weifler went out in the first round. Kirker gone on the second run. Kano now lives in Nagano. Taught by his father originally, but was inspired to take up the sport after watching the 98 games in Nagano on television. And now he's gone out as well. Kirker was the first of the second run athletes to go. And now Kirikano bites the dust. Making his way down. Managed to join Andrew Kirker. That area of the course. This is Murat Pelli. Let's try and avoid a third straight DNF, shall we, boys? Murat Pelli said in the first run he's had a bit of a mixed bag. He has had a DNF. A heck of a whack to the back of his head as well. He's behind Kano's split time, but that's irrelevant because of Kano's failure to finish. Tate is certainly sitting longer in the leader box than he perhaps thought he would. Oh, well, I said let's avoid a hat trick, and we haven't. Murat Pelli has gone as well. So Murat Pelli finds the netting. And there is Sam Tate. So Tate stays there. Hey, I'm happy here, he says. I'm happy. Leave me where I am. Bad news is he's still got another 7 or 8 to go. So the Australian keeps the smile going. That's Corey Peters getting ready at the top. Here's De Langen up there as well. Tate, 2:09.88. He's some 7.5 seconds clear of everyone else. They've talking of clearing, they've just got to make sure the course is nice and safe after 3 straight DNFs. I kind of jinxed it there, didn't I, saying that let's not have a hat trick. But the sun is out shining down on the course. It's shining down on the athletes. And hopefully it's keeping them a little bit warmer at the top. Well, we've had 6. We've lost 3. Look at Cano and Pelly all going in quick succession, which has just given us a brief pause for a little maintenance. Pelly crashing into the netting means that has to be made sure it's safe again, and Pelly into a safe area as well. This is Sam Tate coming to the end of his run. Very steady across the line. 2:09.88, and he is still in that leader box somehow. He won't know how, but he won't mind either. This is some of the action from earlier on in the day. Suraku Masawa in the standing event. This is Andrew Kirker just getting offline, and he knew as soon as he'd done it that it was futile to try, not even sure what that is, futile to try and even get back in to that red gate. So as people look on from the sides, opportunities for them to take pictures of some of the world's best, and got to keep waiting for the start. Unfortunately, we're going to go down and hopefully have a chat with our current leader. Sam Tate is down in the leader box. We're hoping to be able to join he and Stephen Jameson. There you can see them from a distance. Let's go and see if they're any better looking when we get closer up, shall we? Sam Tate is with Stephen Jameson.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alan. Joined by our current leader, Sam Tate. That must be pretty nice to hear. How have you enjoyed your skiing today? From what I gather from what you were saying to me just before we came on air, second one better than the first one.
Yeah, it definitely felt a lot better than the first one. I think I was attacking more, but the course is still really bumpy and a lot turnier at the moment, so it's just good to get down and be in the lead at the moment. Yeah,
I mean, we've watched 2 or 3 skiers now follow you and not quite make it down. So obviously you guys in general are finding it pretty tough. From your analysis, where are guys struggling on here?
Probably like this last pitch here. It's very offset, very turny, and you just got to kind of miss those bumps and try and get around the next gate.
Well, we wish you all the very best in staying right here. Alan, it's back to you and back to the racing.
You'd be a brave man or woman to bet on Sam Tate still being there at the end. The nature of sit skiing, you just never know, do you? Even some of the best make mistakes. Corey Peters is a Paralympic medalist. We've seen him miss a gate in recent times. It does just happen. Surely, Sam Tate can't stay there forever. Corey Peters is the next to try and take on the Australian. The New Zealander wouldn't mind knocking an Australian off his perch, would he? Pretty sure he wouldn't. Peter's normally able to travel around with Adam Hall. So he is away becoming a dad. 35-year-old from New Plymouth starts his descent. 106.73 is the run. The run that Tate has put together enough to lead again. Kano has the first split time. Peters is behind that. Pushed out. Just long after an intermediate time. Pele we lost as well, and both of those were just after we lost Andrew Kirker here. So Peters is getting the job done. It is bumpy. We just heard from Sam Tate saying this final pitch is difficult, it's turny, got to stay in the groove, and Sam Tate does get removed. Of course it's a New Zealander that does it. 2:05.47. Tate's luck runs out. Peters goes into the leader box. Those two know each other well enough to have a laugh about that. Markus Ratterhofer from Austria.
We'll have the next one. Markus Ratterhofer.
27-year-old from Hallein. Still lives in Austria. Paralpine skiing in 2010, Ratterhofer. He's inside of Kano's first split. It's Corey Peters he has to worry about. .2:05.47 is now the time to get across the line in the sun starting to fade here. Parts of the slope now in shadow. The loss of the sun meaning that these guys all come from light to shade. Various parts of the course, it's poking its way through the trees at this part. And then back out again. Has he got a 2:05.47, Ratterhofer? No, .22 outside. Corey Peters stays in the leader box. Ratterhofer just misses out on taking top spot. Ooh, he says. Benini Di Silvestro getting a little off balance early on there. 29.05 is Ratterhofer's split time. He will be inside, .43. Bounced around in that corner a moment ago. Silvestro, but he's hanging on nicely. Top time, 2:05.47. Ratterhofer now has the fastest split time. Well, he did before Silvestro beat it, but Ratterhofer couldn't get past Corey Peters. Di Silvestro manage it, 2:05.47. That's the time you're looking for on the bottom right. This is looking good though from Di Silvestro. This should top the table, and it does. 2:03.38 for the Italian, who covers a few of the athletes at the bottom with his finish. Wave back to home. Just a few more to come. Take Mori inside the Silvestro's times. We're getting quicker through the opening stages. Spot the 38-year-old to compete, always does. Uses the philosophy of retaining a beginner's mind. So I want to continue skiing with that attitude. Also going to take that forward into his endeavours into powerlifting as well. A man that's keeping himself busy for the next 4 years. Don't expect an invite for dinner at Taiki Mori's house. He's got far too much to be getting on with. Silvestro, 2:03.38. No, he stays there. Taiki Mori was quick at the top. Not so quick where it mattered. You've got to hit the line in front. Mori doesn't do that. Here's the Langen. First of the last 4 to go.
And now we have Niels de Langen from the Netherlands.
Brief moment of putting both arms in the air to correct the balance for Niels de Langen. Championship medalist. He's inside Mori's time at the top. Again, they keep sort of edging 0.3, 0.4 off each other. It's at the bottom. They're struggling. Silvestro leads. Langen is chasing. 2-year-old from Arnhem, the Netherlands. He's there with partner Natasja. 2:03 should be doable this time, and it is. 0.5. It stretches the lead. 2:02.82. Jesper Pedersen won the opening 4 races of the World Cup. Found himself finishing in 2nd yesterday. After the first run this morning, he found himself in 3rd position. Very alien for the Norwegian. Tell by the determination on his face at the start, that is not something he is prepared to accept. 1:27.84. He took an absolute chunk out of that, hasn't he? 1:45. Pedersen, Paralympic champion. Medals from world champ, but he didn't enjoy his first one. His second one a couple of weeks back of part of this comeback from illness with his heart, but Pedersen shown that he is one of the big dogs in the yard of this sport. 2:02.82. He's going to rip that up and chew it out. Look at this, 3:09. Oh, it's big from Pedersen. He's bashed his way through the line, broke his way through the 2-minute mark. Game on for these two. Christoph Kunz has 2 teenagers either side of him at the start of this second run. Pedersen was in 3rd, Kampstra top spot. Christoph Kunz will know all about them. Despite their years, he knows how good those two are. Triple fracture to his right foot after crashing in the Super G at the Games. So this is very much the start of the comeback for him as well. All a little bit sideways for Christoph Kunz. He was inside Pedersen's time. Downhill champion of 2010, Giant Slalom champion of 2014. Has Christoph Kunz got enough? Final few gates, he's going to miss out here. He's not going to make it inside 2 minutes. So Pedersen has just one more that can stop him here. Kunz lands right in front of the clock, and we'll notice that it says 2nd. That's where he was at the beginning of the round with 1 to go. And it's not just anyone, is it? 5-time world champion, Jeroen Kampstra, winner of the 3rd Super G yesterday. Does he win the first Giant Slalom of this World Cup as well? Kunz was quick through the first intermediate. That's bang level. Kamstra needs to not make the mistakes at the bottom. Is it the Netherlands? Is it Norway? Is it Pedersen? Or is it Kamstra? 18-year-old trying to give us the answers. Jeroen Kamstra. Into the final few turns. 1:59.73. Oh, he is just magic, isn't he? 1.20 seconds quicker. He really is the magic man when it comes to the men's sitting at the moment. Jeroen Kamstra, a 5-time world champion, and it's back-to-back World Cup victories for him. Pedersen knows how it feels, but he's going to have to vacate that leader box because the Dutchman has done it again. The Dutch team at the top. High and high fives. Happy with the results. Kamstra from Pedersen, from Kuntz. Kuntz might feel there was a little bit he could have given more. But 1:59.73 looked a good time. 1.2 seconds quicker went Jeroen Kamstra. The first time we've seen the Dutchman put in a stellar performance. It will not be the last, I am sure. 3 DNFs all happened in a row. Kamstra twisting and turning away, and he just loves it. Look how low down he gets. Pretty much elbows into the snow at the turns. And when he needs to find the speed, he can do. Let's go and hear from the Happy Dutchman. He's with Stephen Jameson.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alan. He's on top of the podium again. Jeroen Kamstra, that was a crazy, crazy course. And I know the type of character you are, you probably really enjoyed that. How did you find it?
Yeah, man, the harder the course, the more I like it. This was a course my coach would set, and he did. So, yeah, we trained this a lot. And it's really, I get a good feeling from that. In both runs, I had a really big jump. Managed to stick the jump and go on, and super happy with my gold. Yeah, I mean, Giant Slalom is my cup of tea.
It certainly seems that way. It seems to be that a lot of people enjoy skiing here in Veysonnaz. There's a lot of reasons for that between different skiers. Why do you love this hill so much?
Well, there's so much different things, you know. There are big rollers and blind gates and air time, so it makes it really interesting, and you got to be creative to you know, try and get those things perfect.
A couple more days left here in Veysonnaz. How are you planning on making the most of it?
Oh man, I don't know. Just sleep well, eat well, and enjoy this, because I mean, this gives motivation. Yeah.
Perfect stuff. Jeroen, congratulations again. Alan, it's back to you.
Well, he's enjoying it. He's winning events over and over again, and it's hard to not smile when you're in that sort of form. It's hard to not smile for us because we know the World Paralympic Skiing World Cup continues tomorrow. It's nice and easy. Make sure you join us for day number 4 here from the mountains of Switzerland, from myself and everybody here at the World Paralympic Skiing World Cup. Goodbye.